Savali will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you think this guy's tough to hit? Take a look at that ERA in the low 2s last season. If he pitches like that again this year, he's going to be awfully tough. He's going to be fun to watch in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And that's the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Here comes the first pitch. Savali has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there's out number 2. Ready now for the White Sox, Tim Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. White Sox nothing. Indians coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Gio Gonzalez, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Gio Gonzalez, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs in baseball. Pretty good fastball too, 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitching.
So striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Now a ball lined to the left side. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Another 1-2 delivery.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Oscar Mercado. as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. One out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Mercado is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Gonzalez comes set. Here he comes 0-1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. To first, Gonzalez, but the runner's back easily. Lindor is off at first with 2 away. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Stepping in, Jose Ramirez in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez. He's gone 3 for 6. First delivery to him on the way. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Ramirez is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Ready with the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Two and one to Jose Ramirez. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
He's set. The 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Still no score. Second inning coming up in Cleveland, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes, count.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And the pitch. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Encarnacion is retired. 2 down now. So here's Jose Abreu. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. In there at the letters 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-1. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next will be the designated hitter, Delino DeShields. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. In now for Cleveland, Domingo Santana. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the stretch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara's under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting it, the right fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Naquin. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. Naquin, a native Texan, is playing in right field today, although he can often be found in center. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And he'll dive back in. The 2-1.
Count is 3-2.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Hard hit toward the hole. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard a play to make.
At the plate, Roberto Perez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Ready with the 1-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Again, a 1-2.
Oh, that's off the way.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Turn and get.
So now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One and 0. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. That's a swinging strike. Slow little roller to third. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Nobody out, runner on first. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
and it's fouled away. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Full count, here it comes. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Coming to the plate now, Danny Mendick, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. Hernandez at second. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with two on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's two outs.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Leury Garcia. First offering on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Into the box now, Oscar Mercado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here it comes. Low for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now back, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So one man gone for Cleveland here in the third. And with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. First delivery to him on the way.
Outside, that's the ball.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fouled off. Outside, 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Now back, first base.
So now Carlos Santana. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Gonzalez looks in. Here comes the pitch. A ball and no strikes. There's a line drive base hit to left field. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
In now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. From the stretch. Lined but speared on a hop, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Yohan Moncada. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Now the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now. Anderson is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. Now the 0-2 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 0-1 pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. White Sox leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. DeShields, a former Ranger. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
The throw behind the runner at second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And the runner back. Into the box, Domingo Santana, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So here's Tyler Naquin as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
1 run, 5 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And there's one away.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Standing in, Roberto Perez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Perez is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he lays off for ball 1. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. The set and the 2-1 goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Digging in to try it again, Oscar Mercado, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here's the 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Two pitch is fouled away. Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's set. The 3-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. High in the air down the right field line. Headed after it is Mazzara. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We're through 4, and the Indians have taken a 4-0 lead. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Jose Abreu will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Center fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Into the box now, Nomar Mazara. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. And right into the shift, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Reined in. And an off balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, the catcher.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Here it comes. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Striding into the box, Danny Mendick. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Sox get one right back here on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 4 and the White Sox 1. Dane Dunning will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Digging in once again, Carlos Santana.
For the Indians, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Ready once again, Jose Ramirez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the belt, the pitch. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
At the plate now, Delino DeShields. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Back up the, oh no, that got him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Left fielder.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Now batting, Domingo Santana. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Santana possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line to the right side, and he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
The right fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Naquin, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yep. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And it's fouled away. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored, and he is in there.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2-art RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting 1st in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Michael Kopech gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Oscar Mercado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, the pitch too high, and it's 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And he misses, ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. He's set, and the pitch.
1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3 runs already home here. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Two and one.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
4 runs here in this half inning. Misses. Ball 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mercado is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Bat, number 7, Tim Anderson.
Digging in now, Tim Anderson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. Ready for another shot now. Eloy Jimenez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The count now at 2-2. looking to send him packing again. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hit back up the middle, fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The third baseman, Rob Perez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jose Ramirez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2. Fouled off. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Delino DeShields. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Count now, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. A dive, but he's back. At the plate, Domingo Santana, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Pitch misses low. The throw down is in time as Grandal gets his man. Two out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike two.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Nothing doing for the Indians there, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. At the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch in the air now out to right field. Heading after it is Naquin, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now that's the designated hitter.
So one away, and that will bring in the dangerous Cuban slugger Jose Abreu. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
The seventh inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
In now, Nomar Mazara. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Hit sharply on the ground. Ramirez is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Striding in for the Indians, Tyler Naquin. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. The 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Roberto Perez.
Digging in, Roberto Perez. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First delivery to him on the way.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Garcia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Hernandez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Now the 2-1. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Nick Whitgren will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Nick Whitgren.
All set for the start of the inning. Up next for Chicago, Yasmani Grandal. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Into the box now, Danny Mendick, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Ball.
And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Perez finds it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Stepping into the box, Leury Garcia. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runners on first with one down. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. No hits to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Three and one.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Now in the box, Tim Anderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Lindor waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. So coming to the plate, Oscar Mercado. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
One down.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
1-0 the count. Now here it comes. Oh, and they come in and get him again. And this is just not how you play the game.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, they came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
Now the 2-0.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Jimmy Cordero enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Jose Ramirez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
First and second now, 1 man out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up, and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Standing in now, Delino DeShields, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Nope.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Hit down the third baseline. Moncada has it. 1 there to Encarnacion, who's got it, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Now at the plate, Eloy Jimenez starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled off. Too high. Ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
White Sox down to their final out. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Two out, nobody on. The White Sox down to their last strike. Hard hit ball to second, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And he's safe. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Stepping in now, Nomar Mazara, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. is a ball down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0.
Hey.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Popped him up. Santana is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Tribe took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Aaron Savali gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Gio Gonzalez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 9 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. For the White Sox, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.